happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, childhood me really wanted a 1978 Kenner Princess Leia Organa doll, or action figure, and now I finally have one after all these years. I bought her used online for a very good price, and I believe she's in pretty good condition. She might just need a little bit of a cleanup or a spa day, and I know she's missing her iconic hairdo, the space bun, so I'm going to try to recreate that look. I know she's also missing her shoes, and that got me thinking that I have these Mattel Hot Wheels Star Wars themed finger skates that I picked up a while back, and I think I got them with the intention that they might fit Ken. I've never tried them, so I'm not sure about that, but I do know that Princess Leia has larger size feet, and I do have an extra pair of the Luke Skywalker skates, so if they do fit her, she's going to be going skateboarding in space! Maybe if I have any clothes that actually fit her, I will try giving her a spaced out skater girl makeover. I also have an amusing, if not somewhat embarrassing story from my childhood involving a Barbie as Princess Leia, so stick around for a very special Star Wars themed Bad Girl Makeover. Greetings, Earthlings and fellow space travelers. Thank you for joining me here at Bad Girl Makeover. It's Will, and as you know, I'm super excited to be getting into this box today. It contains one of my childhood memory dolls. I was in grade 3 when Star Wars came out, and a friend of mine and I, a girlfriend, had devised a plan while we were playing with Barbies one day, and we decided we wanted to put on a show for our classmates with Barbie as Princess Leia and Ken dressed as Luke Skywalker. And I think we used an old torn bed sheet that we had improvised into an outfit for both Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker. So my friend and I had decided that we were going to convince our grade 3 teacher to put on a show during show and tell class, which took place, I believe, every Friday afternoon. All right, here she is. Let's see. All right, she's all bundled up. Wow, I can't wait for this. So we had crouched behind the teacher's desk, and we had Barbie and Ken acting out all kinds of melodrama, I'm sure. And in the middle of the show, Barbie's top had fallen down, exposing her Barbie boobs, and of course it was met with giggles from most of the class, and I think the boys got a little bit rowdy. You'd think that they'd never seen a Barbie boob before. I think we just tried to milk the situation for what it was. Look at her. She actually looks really good. Her hair's in good shape. She does appear to be missing a couple of plugs. Not that big of a deal for a doll this age. I think she's in pretty good shape. I like the face sculpt. It's a very good likeness. I think Kenner did a great job. Yeah, she looks a lot like the late, great Carrie Fisher. Oh yeah, getting back to the story. So, yeah, basically, our teacher shut us down. I don't think we ever did another performance for show and tell ever again. And we gained a little bit of notoriety for having a nude Barbie during a grade 3 production. Oh my goodness, how embarrassing. All right, so it's time to clean Princess Leia up. I'm going to wash and condition her hair, give her a scrub down, and clean her outfit, and I'll be right back. I'm interrupting bath time so we can get a closer look at these Hot Wheels Star Wars themed finger skateboards and shoes. Very cool. There is Darth Vader. I love that graphic on the skateboard. I just hope it follows through on the other side. I won't know until I actually open one of these up. The shoes are black with red Hot Wheels swooshes on them. Very neat. Next up we have Luke Skywalker, and I love the graphic on that skateboard as well. His shoes are pink with black. They're kind of loafer style, I want to say, with the blue swooshes on them. Love it. Then we have the Imperial Stormtrooper. The shoes are white sneakers with big blue swooshes on them. And again, there's the graphic on the skateboard. Next, we have Han Solo's sidekick and co-pilot Chewbacca. I really love this graphic on the skateboard. The shoes are red with orange swooshes. And last but not least, we have the Jedi Master himself, Yoda. I love Yoda. Check it out, so cute. And his shoes are green with the HW Hot Wheels and black swooshes. It's the next day, and I have to say this doll cleaned up very nicely. She's looking like a Malibu Carrie Fisher doll in this bathing suit. I like her body type. It looks fairly well proportioned and sort of athletic, I want to say. I do have this same body style in another doll that I have. I think it's the 1974 Kenner Sky doll, which is Dusty's friend. Let me know if you would be interested in seeing a video of my Sky doll. Let's get a closer look at her. I love her hair. It turned out really nicely. It could be more densely rooted, but I think it serves the purpose. I think they use good quality hair. I like the length, the cut, and the color, and it falls nicely. I did preserve there is a fairly pronounced part in the middle, and you'll want to preserve that to give her space buns. And I think the wave in her hair is just naturally from having her hair in space buns for many years. I'll be getting into the space buns later, but let's check out her articulation. Her head, of course, moves back and forth. Oh, girl, you're squeaky. And the arms move up and down. They're very rubbery. The waist is a twist and turn waist, and it does a 360 spin. It's kind of weird. Yeah, kind of loose in the waist. The legs go up and down, but do not go to the side. She does have bend and clip knees, and I do love the knees on this doll. I know that sounds weird, but I just think they look pretty natural. Here we go, the bend and clip. Now, one leg does not stay in place as well as it should. Oh, it's actually holding. I think that's about the limit for that one. I believe the other one goes a little bit further and holds. There we go. Yeah, so one leg's a little bit better than the other. She does have flat feet. They're fairly large. I think they're pretty proportionate. Yeah, a very good looking doll overall. I do have her dress, which cleaned up very nicely. However, there are splits at the seams on the sleeves, and her hood / cape has come undone. So I'm going to have to break out the needle and thread and do a little sew job on that. There is some permanent staining on the back, but it's pretty minimal. Yeah, I'm not going to get concerned over that. Let me get her dress sewn up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have her dress all stitched up, and I think I did a pretty decent job. It looks good. So I'll be using that to return Miss Princess Leia back to her original look. Now she's also missing her original stockings, so I'm gonna borrow these white socks. I believe they're from a Shadow High doll, and you'll understand why I went with these when you see her second look. I also have her original belt that I cleaned up. It's looking good. And she's missing shoes. And the only white shoes I think that fit her are these Ken high top sneakers. They might look a little bit big, but maybe with the dress on, they won't be too noticeable. I also want to give her space buns. And in order to do that, I need a couple of round discs to create the space buns on each side. She originally came with 2 of them. They were brown in color and they kind of look like donuts. I think Chewbacca ate them, so I came up with my very own. And how I made them was I took 2 empty water bottle caps like this, and I heated up an old sharp knife on the stove, and with a cutting board I very carefully cut through them. It went through very easily. Now if you do attempt this at home, use caution because it is a hot blade, but it did go through very easily, just like a laser. All right, Princess Leia, the time has come. May the 4th be with you. Boom! And there she is, looking like she's ready to lead the Rebel Alliance in defeating Darth Vader and destroying his Death Star. Oh my goodness, she looks so good. But you know what? These shoes have got to go. They're just too big. They look like clown shoes and they don't fit properly. So we'll just get her in her stockings. I think that's appropriate. There we go. And yeah, check out the space buns. They're not perfect. I give them about maybe an 8 out of 10, 7.5 maybe. They turned out pretty good, I have to say. This is about maybe attempt number 4. And they just get easier the longer you leave them in. So if they don't work out right away, maybe just leave them in for a day and then retry it. Yeah, they're not bad. If I actually had hairspray or hair gel, I could maybe get rid of some of the flyaways and make them a little smoother. And there is some excess hair that I just pointed towards the back, so you can't really see it. You could probably flatten that out as well with some hairspray or gel. Not bad. I have to say they look pretty good overall. Now, if I was going to display her like this, I might take a little extra time, but I think she looks really good. I know you're probably wondering how I made the space bun, so I decided to do a quick tutorial. So I used a spray bottle to mist her hair a couple of times with water. I also used a comb, obviously, to separate the two parts in her hair. And I'm using 4 of these tiny elastic bands. And, of course, the 2 little donuts that I made out of the bottle caps. Now, if you are making these at home, you may want to paint them brown. They will camouflage under her hair a little bit better, but to save time, I'm just going to try them as they are. I'm giving her hair a couple of quick mists of water. I then separated the 2 parts in the middle. I'm now giving her 2 very tight ponytails on each side. With her ponytails in place, now it's time to feed the hair through your little donut. There we go. Now comes the tricky part. You're going to want to fan that ponytail out and get the hair fairly evenly distributed around the donut, and you're going to have to kind of use your hands to basically get it into place. And you're going to have to do a little bit of zhuzhing. You can kind of comb it to spread it out if you like. Once you have it to your liking, you can kind of hold it like this. Get an elastic ready with your other hand and put it around your donut so it goes over the end. I wiggle this donut back and forth. I kind of twist it a bit. Now I feel like there's a lot of excess hair. Maybe the donuts that she originally had were bigger. I'm gonna guess they probably were, but it kind of works. There we go. It's gonna take a few tries. I feel like it's gonna take a few tries. But I think Princess Leia really wants to let her hair down and do some space skateboarding. Here's that Luke Skywalker fingerboard skate. So I'm not sure if they're going to fit her. The Ken shoes didn't really fit, but I'm willing to give it a try. For this look, I'm also going to be using this pink fabric and plastic Barbie top. I can't remember which Barbie this is from, so if you know, drop a comment down below. I am going to be keeping her original belt, so I'm just going to be kind of working around that. I'm also going to be using this silver holographic material mini skirt with the built-in, it looks like a G-string. Yeah, so I'm going to give that a go. I didn't think I'd ever use this in a makeover, but here I am using it. Some aviator style sunglasses, cool. And this little like stretchy pink neon material. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to use it as a headband. yeah, so yeah, let's give her this look. And for this, I'm just gonna say, Jar Jar. And boom, there she is, holding on to her Star Wars skateboard. How cool. So the skateboard is actually kind of rough on this side, almost like an emery board, and it's got the Star Wars and Hot Wheels graphics on it, and then on the back is that Luke Skywalker graphic in a nice glossy finish. Very nice. The shoes did not fit very well, as you can see. I don't know if it's just because of the socks. Maybe I'll try them without the socks, but yeah, they're not fitting that great. And they've got these little wedges that kind of come out, and those grip onto the skateboard for when you're fingerboarding. Here it goes. Very nice. Yeah, they just clip on. And now she's riding her skateboard. Very cool. Because skateboarding in space can be kind of chilly, I also wanted to try her look with this white toque, and I gave her this black leather look jacket just to keep her warm. So let me know what you think of these looks in the comments down below. What did you think of her restoration into Princess Leia, as well as her transformation into this spaced out skater girl look? Be sure to comment down below, give this video a like, and make sure you are subscribed. And until next time, may the force be with you, and bye for now.